एवं दैत्यसुतैः पृष्टो महाभागवतोऽसुरः उवाच तान् स्मयमानः स्मरन्मदनु भाषितम्. This is a verse from the seventh canto and the seventh chapter. The seventh canto, the seventh chapter. Narad Muni said, although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of asuras, he was the greatest of all devotees. Now, we all know that Prahlad Maharaj was born in the family of asuras. If one is born in the family of asuras, then he cannot become a devotee. That's not true. Here, Prahlad Maharaj is born in a family of asuras. No one is worshipping any form of the Lord for pleasing him or anything, but all are just doing some sense gratification and worshipping the Lord only for powers. So this was their state. So when you worship the Lord for powers, then you don't get the Lord. You are sent to a different department. The case will be handled elsewhere. If you worship Krishna and you ask him for material sense gratification, then Krishna will deport you to somewhere else. Nowadays in America, there is deportation going on. In the last 3 weeks back, there was a lot of heavy deportation. So why was that? Because of the reasons. But here, if you ask Krishna for any material pleasure or powers, then you will be deported to another department and you now no longer are with the Lord. So, this is a way. So, it is said that one must not ask Krishna for any material world pleasures and the sense gratification, any powers for one's own use. So, having thus been questioned by his class friends, the sons of the Asuras, he remembered the words spoken to him by me and replied to his friends as follows. Purport of this shloka is that when he was in the womb of his mother, Prahlad Maharaj listened to the words of Narad Muni. Now, how can one listen to the words of Narad Muni when one is in the womb of the mother? The womb of the mother is not a good place. They say you have to go through all the Janma Mritu Jara Vyadhi. That is the birth. Then how come he is having the power to hear the message of Narad Muni? How is this possible? One cannot imagine how the baby in embryo could hear Narad. One cannot imagine, the purport itself says one cannot imagine how the baby could hear Narad. But this is spiritual life progress. And the progress in the spiritual life cannot be obstructed by any material condition. So, this is the reason. That is called ahaituki apratihata. Reception of spiritual knowledge is never checked by any material condition. So, how is this possible? That's the power of the Lord. The Lord is omnipotent. This is one of the power of the Lord to make the soul understand in any situation. Ahaituki apratihata. His mercy is ahaituki apratihata, not checked by any material conditions. Now, then why is it that we are not getting any mercy of the Lord? Because we do not desire. The moment we desire the mercy of the Lord will Himself come and shower all the required protection. So why is it that we face trouble at the time? Why we are suffering so much? Sometimes when we suffer, we think we are suffering a lot, and is the Lord not concerned with this at all? Why has He put me in such a situation? So such questions we asked and hurt ourselves, not anybody else. So we must, when such things occur, then you must know that what is the corrective action that you have to take. Not that you didn't do this, you didn't do that. That's not the way. This is a material way of dealing. But if these problems are spiritual, how can you apply the material experience to tackle them? The problems have arisen out of the spiritual negligence. So when there is something offense or wrong in your service, then you should face a lot of problems. So that cannot be tackled with the material, patch up or whatever. So what does it require? It requires a proper method to address it. So what was the point is the spiritual knowledge is never checked by the reception of it is never checked by any material condition. So if you say that my mind is running here, my mind is running there, so many obstacles are there, so I cannot do, let this life pass like that. So ultimately the thought process will be, let me pass this life like this life is useless, I don't know when I'll be able to make any progress, for the moment it looks all impossible. So this is the suggestion of the enemy mind. So then what to do? It's up to you. Each one has his own way of tackling. Each one is given his own power to tackle the obstacles and he must use them. There cannot be one solution and it would work for 10 people. It is impossible. Each one has his own perception and the strength of dealing with the obstacles and hence is capable of dealing with it one more better than the other. So, the Prahlad Maharaj from his childhood spoke spiritual knowledge to his class friends, and it was very effective. Although all of them were children, now children will not get spiritual knowledge. That's not the true case. Only the grown ups will get. It's not like that. So, what is the knowledge they get? When children are told something in particular, they'll stick to that. They are the ones who are most showing chastity. They will speak all intelligent things. They'll say, no, it has been asked not to do such and such things, not to violate this. Before the Lord eats, I must not eat. All this knowledge the child will tell without any obstacles, obstructions, and with full faith or whatever. But they have the power to cram in the childhood. So once they cram something and remember, and they have been told by someone who is very responsible for them, they listen to them and they want to repeat the same anywhere go. If they are asked to break it, they will think, oh no, I have been told. Like this, they think and then no. And they'll say, this one has told me not to do this and this. It is wrong as per scriptures. So so these children were practicing the devotion and Prahlad Maharaj spoke spiritual knowledge to his class friends and it was very effective though all were children. So Shri Prahlad Uvacha 772 Bhagavatam Pitari prasthite smakam tapase mandarachalam yuddhotyamam param chakrur vibhuda danavan prati. Prahlad Maharaj said that when our father Hiranyakashipu went to Mandrachal mountain to execute severe austerities, in his absence the demigods headed by King Indra made a severe attempt to subdue all the demons in the warfare. 773 पिपीलिकैर् हिरिवदिष्टया लोकोत्पता लोको लोकोत्तापनः पापेन पापो भक्षिति वदन्तो वासवादयः. Alas, as a serpent is eaten by small ants, so the troublesome Hiranyakashipu, who always inflicted miseries upon all types of people, have now been defeated by the reactions of his own sinful activities. So, as a serpent is eaten by small ants, so the troublesome Hiranyakashipu, who always inflicted miseries upon all types of people, has now been defeated by the reactions of his own sinful activities. Saying this, the demigods, headed by King Indra, arranged to fight the demons like this. So here there is a comparison given. Pipili kaira rahiriva dishtaya lokopatapanaha. So, तेषामति बलोद्योगं निशम्य सुरयुतपाः वध्यमानाः सुरैर्भीता दुद्रुवः सर्वतो दिशं कलत्रपुत्रवित्तान् गृहान् पशु परिच्छदान नावेक्ष्यमानास्त्वरिताः सर्वे प्राणपरित्सवः. When the great leaders of the demons who were being killed one after another when the great leaders of the demons, who were killed one after the another, saw the unprecedented exertion of the demigods in fighting, they began to flee, scattering themselves in all directions. Simply no, Simply to protect their lives, they hastily fled from their homes, wives, children, animals, and household paraphernalia. Paying up no heed to all this, the demons simply fled. व्यलुम्पन् राजशिबिरममराजयकाङ्क्षिणः इन्द्रस्तु राजमहिषीं मातरं मम चाग्रहीत. The victorious demigods plundered the palace of Hiranyakashipu, the king of demons, and destroyed everything within it. Then Indra, king of heaven, he arrested the queen, that is Prahlad's mother. नियमानां भयोद्विग्नां रुदतिं कुररीमिव यदृच्छया तया गतस्तत्र देवर्षिर्ददृशे पथि. As she was being led away, crying in fear like a kurari captured by a vulture. What is kurari here? It's a it's osprey. The great Saint Narad, who at that time had no engagement, appeared on the scene and saw her in that condition. प्राहनैनां सुरपति नेतु मर्हस्य नागसं मुञ्च मुञ्च महाभाग सतिं पर परिग्रहम्. Muncha muncha is release. Narad Muni said, O Indra, king of demigods, this woman is certainly sinless. You should not drag her off in this merciless way. O gratefully fortunate one, this chaste woman is the wife of another. You must immediately release her. This he told to the king of demigods, that is Indra. Shri Indra Uvacha Astesya Jathare Viryam Vishayyam Suradvishaha Asyatama Yavat Prasavam Mokshirtha Padavim Gataha. Indra said, in the womb of this woman, the wife of demon Hiranyakashipu is the seed of that great demon. Therefore, let her remain in our custody until her child is delivered, and then we shall release her. Indra, the king of heaven, decided to arrest Prahlad Maharaj's mother because he thought that another demon, another Hiranyakashipu, was within her womb. The best course he thought was to kill child when the child was born, and then the woman could be released. So that was his idea. Shri Narad Uvacha Ayam Nishkilbhishanah Ayam Nishkilbhisha Sakshan Mahabhagavato Mahan Tvayana Prapsyate Sausthama Nanda Nucharobali. Narad Muni replied, the child within the womb of that woman is faultless and sinless. Indeed, he is a great devotee, a powerful servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, you will not be able to kill him. So, he said that he is a powerful servant of the Supreme Personality. There have been many instances in which demons or non devotees have attempted to kill a devotee, but they have never been able to destroy a great devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord promises in Bhagavad Gita 9.31 Kaunteya Pratijanan. This is a declaration by the Supreme Personality of Godhead that his devotee cannot be killed by demons. Prahlad Maharaj is the vivid example of the truth of this promise. Narad Muni told the king of heaven, if it would be impossible for you to kill the child, even though you are demigods, certainly it would be impossible for others. This is how he told. इत्युक्तस्ताम विहायेन्द्रो देवर्षेर्मानयन्वचः अनन्तप्रियभक्त्यै नाम परिक्रम्य दिव्यं ययौ. When the great saint Narad Muni had thus spoken, Indra began being respectful to Naradji's words, immediately released Prahlad's mother. Because of my being a devotee of the Lord, all the demigods they circumambulated her. They returned to their celestial kingdom. Although King Indra and other demigods, they are very exalted personalities, they were so obedient to Narad Muni that King Indra immediately accepted Narad Muni's words concerning Prahlad Maharaj. This is called understanding by the Parampara system. Indra and the demigods did not know that a great devotee was in the womb of Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu. But they accepted the authoritative statements of Narad Muni and immediately offered their respects to the devotee by circumambulating the woman in whose womb he was living. To understand God and the devotee by the parampara system is the process of knowledge. There is no need to speculate about God and his devotee. One should accept the statements of a bona fide devotee and thus try to understand. ततो मे मातरं ऋषिः समानीय निजाश्रमे आश्वासे होष्यतां वत्से यावत्ते भर्तुरागम. Prahlad Maharaj continued, the great saint Narad Muni brought my mother to his ashram and assured her of all protection, saying, my dear child, please remain at my ashram until the arrival of your husband. तथेत्य वात्सिद्धे वर्षेरन्तिके सा कूतोभया यावद्दैत्यपतिर्घोरात् तपसो न वर्तत. After accepting the instructions of Devarshi Narad, my mother stayed in his care without fear from any direction as long as my father, the king of the Daityas, had not become free from his severe austerities. ऋषिं पर्यचरत् तत्र भक्त्या परमया सति अन्तर्वत्नी स्वगर्भस्य क्षेमायेच्छा प्रसूतये. My mother, being desiring the safety of her embryo and desired to give birth after her husband's arrival, she stayed at Narad Muni's ashram where she rendered service to Naradji with great devotion. So it is said in Bhagavad Gita that Matra Swar Sra Duhitrava. One should not remain in a secluded place with a woman even if it is his mother, sister, or daughter. Nonetheless, although one is strictly prohibited from staying with a woman in a secluded place, Narad Muni gave shelter to Prahlad Maharaj's young mother, who rendered service to him with great devotion and faith. Does this mean that Naradji answers the Vedic injunctions? No, certainly he did not. Such injunctions are intended for mundane creatures, but Narad Muni is transcendental to mundane categories. Narad Muni is a great saint and is transcendently situated. Therefore, although he was a young man, he could give shelter to a young woman and accept her service. So, So this is how it is said. So it is said, Vaishnaver Kriya Mudra Vidnena Bujai. Even if a man is very advanced in learning, he cannot understand the behavior of a Vaishnava. Anyone can take shelter of a pure Vaishnava without fear. Therefore, in the previous verse, it has been distinctly said, Devar Ser Antike Sakuto Bhaya. Kayadu, the mother of Prahlad Maharaj, stayed under the protection of Narad Muni without fear from any direction. Similarly, Narad Muni, in his transcendental position, stayed with a young woman without any fear of deviation. Without fear of deviation, Narad Muni and other similar acharyas have especially empowered to broadcast the glories of Acharya is in an ordinary human being. Gurusha in is an ordinary human being. So therefore, if one is strictly forbidden to think that the Acharya is an ordinary human being, Gurushu Naramati. So this is the case. So this is the case. So any spiritual knowledge, when one wants to acquire any material condition, cannot be an obstacle. That is what we learn. and that is it is addressed as Ahoituki Apratihata, because that's the mercy of the Lord. So once a spiritual knowledge, if anybody is in the is after that and has a quest and he pursues it, then no amount of material conditions can come in the path, and it is not any obstacle. And to understand this, we have this seven seven cantos, first chapter shloka that I just read. And that is how we see that Prahlad Maharaj, when he was in the womb of his mother, he got all the spiritual knowledge. Hare Krishna.